Hello and welcome to Automachef with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. Right, this is a first look for the channel. I've already had a look at this game for myself, and I quite enjoy it. It's a bit of a puzzle slash strategy game. I'm going to go through like the beginning tutorials for you guys and girls, so you can get the gist of it, what's involved. I'll let you read all that. So it's WASD keys to move. Burgers. Right, so first it's asking us for assembler. It's Q and E to rotate. Okay, so now we need to choose what it wants. So plain burger to assemble. Now it's going to ask us to click what's on the recipes. So it's for the recipe aspect, it's to make a burger. It's a burger bun, raw patty cooked, and it's turned into a cooked patty via a cooker or grill, and then a plain burger. Okay. Dispenser. So it's going to ask us to stick two dispensers here and here. One's going to be burger bun. The other one's going to be raw patty. Done. Electric grill. And this go there. Conveyor belt. Now it's asking us to get some. It's telling us the conveyor belts can't work on their own, so it needs a robot in order to pick it off the conveyor belt and then throw it onto the conveyor belt. Now we need to get a smart robot, because the smart robot will only pick. A dumb robot only will pick everything up, where a smart robot will pick up certain things. So if we select the actual robot and then go down to cooked patty, then okay. Now it's going to say now everything's got done. You can then start producing your items. It's going to simulate some orders. See what happens. Let's fast forward a bit. This is how you fast forward, stop and pause if you want, like that as well. You can see, look. Quite good detail. I like the fact that the grill's all red hot and it's slowly grilling the burgers and the robot arms, and there's the cooked burgers coming through the machines, and ding done. And then it gives you overall how you could save energy, etc. down here. That's this efficiency. Right, I'll go on to the second one, which is order reader tutorial. This is where it gets a bit more complicated. So it's got stuff already set up for you already. Yep. So now it's telling us to go into recipes. This is what it needs. Da 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 da. So it's now telling us. Click on the assembler. Dispenser. Cheese. Okay. And now it's going to ask us to put a food processor in because it needs to grate the cheese into a cheese slice. Okay. Recipes, cheeseburger. Again, just let it do its thing. Yeah, produce yeah, literally just constantly produce cheeseburgers. But there's a way of making it more efficient by producing an order reader. Let's throw that there, and then clicking on it, and then selecting what it wants to receive orders to detect, and make up a new connection. Get that to connect to that. Then go from do nothing to produce one, perform one action, connection. Do the same with the other one. Do the same again with this one. This is the downside of the game. It can get a bit repetitive doing that. Oh no, I want to do it as one. Now the grill again is a waste of energy, so it's saying to basically turn on while order is pending. And okay. Now let's start. And it should save power that way as well, because ingredients, because it'll only produce stuff when it needs it, not constantly produce food what we don't need. It's just going to do its funky thing. Ding. 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 Done. increases the more efficiency. Yep. And then it goes on to its first taste, which basically gives you your first level. I've done some through already. You know, Cheesy does it. That one I didn't get all of the necessary criteria for it. I used less than that. It was just to keep the energy. Well, last time was I managed to reduce the energy usage, and I either complete it, so I use well, I've used less energy but more ingredients or whatever. It's a bit finicky because the budget's so low on it. You can't have all that you want. Power usage tutorial. Now again, here we go. I'm going to go with that because that's always handy to learn, and it shows you guys how to reduce power usage as well. Okay. So basically, I know where this is taking me. What you can do then put it into power saving mode. Do the same for this one. Now it's going to change some things over. Dispenser. Put that right in the middle. What we want? Cheese? Raw patties. Yeah, see, now I know where this is taking us. Look, it's gonna utilise one grill for 2 assembly plants, which is actually quite a good way of saving energy actually. Cook patty to the right. Okay, and then cook patty where are you? Yeah, to the left. And start. Yeah, it's much considerably lower. utilises one grill to do one job. The efficiency is no good because we've got no auto rated, but that's not the problem here. It's just going for electric. So now I've completed that. It's gonna go down a bit further. What I might do is I might redo this cheesy one, because I was having problems with this one off screen to try and solve it, and it was a real mission to get done. But then I figured out a way around it, and I'll show you while I'm doing this as well, something else. So you can change camera actions by doing that as well, but you can only do that in one stage when you're in the building stage. You can't do it in any other stage. Bit weird. But with blueprints you can actually, if you've built something you like it, you can save it. I'll show you how to actually place it. So first of all, let's place this one down over here, like that. And then what was the other thing? We need a cheeseburger. So cheeseburger. In fact, that I've seen the fundamental problem, because that was my old design. So I'm going to actually show you while I'm at it. I'm going to show you how to change this out. So what I'm going to do, because I realised you can you can't grill chips on this, you can only fry them. So what I decided you can do, if I move all this out of the way quickly just to get it moved, I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to place that there, place that, and where does that need to go? That needs to go, so we need to have one smart robot there. Like that. Let's move all these bits out of the way so then I can fathom this out a bit easier. So that's the potato thing, so that can go over there for now. So we can do that to there. Get that so it drops it to the left. And then once that drops in, that needs to come over here, doesn't it? And that needs to come over here. Normal. Actually, I'm going to put it on power saving mode. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it on normal mode for now. Because I think, if memory right, this has got the... Yeah, it's got... Not got the... I want the... Delete that one. And making a connection to that. Turn on while order is pending. Move that over to here because it needs, if memory serves me right, for fried cheese it needs, yeah, it needs doubly grated cheese. What I could do... No, it's not going to work. So, move that over there. Move that over there. Actually, I could probably jigger this about a bit so it's not so... It's a bit more compact. No, it's not going to work. Because that's the most effective way of doing it, I think. I could do that. But it means it's going to mean another conveyor belt, which I just want to try and minimise on. So I'm just going to just do that and then put that like that. And then test it, see if it works. Ah, see, got a problem straight away. So this one, that's that robot arm I need to change. This up here, it needs to go to the right. Simulate the order again. Ah, now we need to get the bacon somehow in there. So, right, hang on. So stop again. That needs to be moved down by one, doesn't it? Like so. That's better. Try again. It utilises one fryer to do two things then. There we go. And it then juices chips. Cool. So that works. So if I now, can I select? Okay. Can I select things to be more efficient? That's normal. I might make that power saving. Can I make that? No, I can't make that power saving. Can't make that power saving. I can't make the processors power saving either, or the robots power saving. They just use power. Let's make sure that that's all set up right. So perform one, on while order is pending. And then we need cheeseburger, so I'm going to put cheeseburger machine in here because that's nice and simple. I might be able to sort of like wing this round somehow. No. Just gonna have to go in here. Like that. And then See, a hot dog is very similar to a cheese dog. The only difference is it needs, what is it on a cheese dog again? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it needs an extra shredding facility. So what I'll do is I want to delete all this. I'm probably gonna, if I can, see, it's not gonna fit down there, is it? It's gotta go up there. So hot dog. Rotate, see if I can get this so it works for both. So I need to move this up here. This like that. This like that. Actually, that can just go like that. And then I'm going to need, because the way that the silly food processors work is they only they don't do both sets of cheese parts. Food processor. Well, there is means of sending it round twice. I'll have to do that because if I don't do that, then I'm going to get problems later on. So I'm trying to utilise one arm to do two jobs in a sense. New dispenser. Stick that there. And then we need some conveyor belts. I'm going to need a conveyor belt like that. Again, I don't like the idea of cheese using that amount of conveyor belts. It seems a bit excessive, and they're going to be using power. I'm going to put that into cheesy dog mode. It doesn't have a power. It does have a power saving, so I'm going to put the power saving. Okay. And then I'm going to reprogram the is that not? No. So that's going to be cheese dog. And so raw dog electric grill. I'm going to tell that not to do that and then turn it to that so then it doesn't waste food. So in theory this should work. So if I tell this robot to dump to the left, let's see what happens. Submit order. Simulate order. Cool. Right, let's see what happens then. So I'm gonna it's gonna make me fail. It's gonna make me let me win. Actually, let's make sure everything's on power saving mode first. Power saving. That doesn't have an option. We'll put that on power saving. Does make things more slower, but if we do that, it doesn't use as much energy. Do what it has to do. Put that on power saving too. Because in a sense, we could, what it means, it's a bit of a logistical nightmare to try and incorporate that into that and have the assembler next to it. Theoretically, you could. You could if you sort of like work out, or sort of like, so it's got two options. But again, because there's so much going on there, I'm just hoping this is going to work. Let's speed things up, see what happens. Come to rush hour. Makes things slower, but it doesn't use so much power. Yeah, so again, I've reduced power consumption, but it says use fewer than 118 ingredients, and I don't know how I can get around that because I've got everything set up so it doesn't actually produce too much ingredients. But anyhow, that covers it for the first look for this game. If you want to see more of this, let me know by liking and by commenting. If you didn't like this at all, again, let me know by disliking and also commenting. Either way helps me out down below, peeps, and helps the channel out as well. So please feel free to keep them clean, as obviously. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me a lot, and I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel and see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you're aware as soon as I upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.